friendships, especially from high school, are so interesting, especially when you get to your mid to late 20s. It's just like, whoa. So, what do you do when the high school group of friends that you've grown up with, like, you just maybe can't relate to them anymore, you can't connect with them anymore? So, I was really close. There was a group of four of us, four amazing, strong, powerful women. Like, we're bosses in our own right, and we have our own paths, and we're somewhat similar, but like very, yet somewhat different. And I'll just describe it. So I ended up, out of the four of us, I ended up moving. I moved to New York, and I decided to just try different jobs and then break into a new industry. And I eventually did it. So that was my story. I left the hometown and I went to a big new city. And then my other friend, she stayed within the region, ended up going to a professional college. She now has a degree and she's a doctor, like amazing, amazing accomplishments. And she's been in a relationship over 10 years. And she is going to be getting married within the next 2 years, let's say. And she's also a homeowner with her fiance. Like, it's just wow, right? Wow, wow, wow. And then my other friend within the group, so the third person in the group, she kind of is like that free spirit, kind of trusts the universe to take care of her, and there'll be another way, things will work out. So she had a lot of odd jobs, and she kind of just went with what she liked and what she was passionate about. She's kind of like Lynn from Girlfriends, but like not, but somewhat kind of. And she kind of bounced around based on different circumstances. And she was in the same, well, she was in the southern region of our home state, and then she ended up moving to a nearby state. So she moved to another state, and that's what she's doing. And she's more about, let's say, spiritual coaching and helping people fix their problems from within, let's say, right? Guidance counselor, the adult version. And that's amazing for her too. And she's hosting retreats in Caribbean countries. Like, it's just amazing stuff. And then the last member of our friend group, she works for like let's say the Air Force. So she enlisted. She works on different, let's say, vehicles that are used, and maintenance and all this stuff, like just a really cool, different kind of job. And she is the youngest out of the group. She ended up getting married first out of the group, and she also has a child. So it's just like, we are all so different, and we're all experiencing different things at different times. Oh, she also is she never left the state. So two of us are not in the same state. Two of us live in different states, and then two of us are in the same state. And we don't talk every day. We don't talk quarterly or every 6 months. The last time we were all together was when the youngest one got married. And, one thing about friendships as they develop over time, it's really beautiful to see how people grow and like who people decide to do life with and how they decide to do it. Oh, also the young one, she is a homeowner too. So she went through that process too. You see how it feels like the people that stay, like they kind of go into home ownership and like those next steps. Also, they were in relationships and decided to move forward in the next stage. Whereas me and my other friend that's in a different state, we are testing the waters, meeting new people, trying to see what we like, mingling, yada, yada, yada. But it's just, on one hand, it's sad that like you kind of don't know what's happening until big things happen. And it's like a year later, you're like, wait, what? And then on the other hand, it's really like, I respect people's privacy. Like people, I don't think people should share things if they don't want to, or, you know, I do think some things are better left handled behind closed doors in terms of like deciding when to share important information. Like it's okay for there to be protocol, but for the most part, especially between like female friendships, it's really beautiful to like watch your friends grow and become better versions of themselves. And also it hurts when, you know, they're experiencing really painful things, painful experiences, but you can't really do anything just because you're far away, and or, you know, they choose not to share. And I feel like, you know, friendships do take work, they do take effort, and it's nice that like we don't hold grudges with each other, like, oh, you didn't check in with me, and you say you're a friend, but the last time I talked to you was at the wedding. Like we're grown, like we're older than that. But it's very interesting. Like what I'm trying to say is that I want to write a book about my friends, because the things we've experienced, the things we've done, this is why it's hard for me to get jealous of people, because I understand that we have different paths. So like one person is here, one person is here, one person's here. We have different paths where we're aiming in different directions. And it's super important that I do my best to uplift you instead of bring you down or tear you down. Like that's just not in me. I need to, like when it comes to my friends, I want them to be at their best, because when they're at their best, I feel like I can be at my best too. And if you've ever struggled with comparison or envy, what really helped me was deciding to look at people as examples of what's possible. So like if someone gets a great job at 22, you know, be happy for them, be excited for them, ask them what you can do for them. Like, wow, that's amazing. Like, is there anything I can do? Do you like, let me know, this is what I'm involved with. Like, let me know if I can assist you anyway. Like, cheer them on, because down the road, people remember who, you know, celebrated them and who didn't. Also, you know, it's just an energy thing. Like when you're genuinely happy for someone, people take note. When you're not, people feel that. People are like, oh, I don't want to mess with you because you're not happy when I'm doing good, and I don't like fake. You know what I mean? So that's important. But I think when it comes to my friends, like I genuinely want them to experience true happiness, continued like great health, and just joy and balance. And if there's anything that this ongoing pandemic has taught me, is that these moments that we have right now, this is what matters. Like every single day, these add up. And when you look back on life, you're like, whoa, where'd the time go? It's like the time was right in front of you, but you were looking ahead, you were looking back. And it's like, what's happening right now? What's happening right now? If you're not into that, go change it. Go change it. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I feel like friendships, especially from high school, are so interesting, especially when you get to your mid to late 20s. It's just like, whoa. Like, wow, things didn't really go the way we thought it was gonna go, did it? Are y'all experiencing anything similar? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say.